What is the worst excuse you've heard from someone who cheated? My ex was very into astrology. She cheated and later blamed the Great American Eclipse of August 2017. Sorry I keyed your car, lol, I'm such an asparagus. Sorry I committed arson. I'm such a green cauliflower. Yeah. Sorry, I'm such a capricin. It was the anniversary of my cousin's death and I wasn't in my right mind. You know how upset I was. Blaming me is classic victim blaming. You should be comforting me. This was after I offered to stay with her for the night, but she said she wanted to be alone. How did this manage to get more and more infuriating with every additional sentence? I really hope you walked away. When they get caught, they try to play the humans aren't meant to be monogamous card. I'm like, if you don't believe in monogamy, why did you even marry in the first place only to cheat later? You could join a free love hippies commune at any time. But that's not what you did. Apostrophe. Similarly, I know a girl that cheated, and when she was inevitably caught, said she was coming out as polyamorous. She was dead serious and fully expected our support. The difference between polyamory and cheating is informed mutual consent among all parties. It's not a sexual orientation. You can't come out as polyamorous. It's something your partner or partners have to know about and, willingly, not coerced, agree to. Otherwise, you're cheating and making excuses for your shitty behavior. Kissing is like holding hands, so it's not cheating. Friends sometimes hold each other's hands. Maybe if I were doing it with lots of guys every day, but that was a 2 times thing. Also, it was only a blowjob. It's not like we slept with each other. That would be cheating. I once woke up to my roommate's girlfriend sucking my dick. I literally said, dude, to wake him up as I came. Couldn't have stopped myself if my life depended on it. She swore she thought I was him. They had both been drinking, but she fell asleep next to him, so I'm not sure how she could have made that mistake. Not me, but my cousin's BF told her it doesn't count if it's with another dude because you're supposed to experiment in college. It's not my fault you're too prudish to try it. Apostrophe. There's nothing quite like cheating with a side of victim blaming to boot. Don't forget a hint of homophobia. Nothing like the casual dismissal of homosexual relationships. You should let me try anal. You're holding me back. The fuck? Yes, that's exactly what they were doing. I didn't even enjoy it because I was thinking about you the whole time and I felt terrible. Well, that is just so sweet. /U0001F972. Bestie was in the hospital having emergency surgery. Her family told her then BF Sam. He never responded or showed. Cheated on her with a hoe from high school, claiming well she didn't answer for 2 days. Yeah, because she was nearly dead. F you Sam. Well, she didn't answer for 2 days, but he knew she was having surgery. I don't know why I'm looking for logic here, but if her family told him she was having surgery, how come he used the she didn't answer her phone excuse? Cheating is one thing, but at least come up with a respectable excuse. My wife was pregnant, so I wasn't getting any. Apostrophe. Holy F. I like during pregnancy is the time or one of the times women get cheated on the most. This breaks my heart. You were at the hospital for 2 weeks. A man has needs. Apostrophe. My girlfriend had a contagious skin infection for several months, and the post-infection management was even longer. We put off sex for about a whole year. Not once did thoughts of cheating occurred to me. I'm sorry you had to endure that. Not all men are like him. It doesn't count if they're family. I'm in a small town in the deep south. I wish I was making this up for internet points. You don't turn your back on family. Sue missionary? It's not like it meant anything. Oh good. Glad we cleared that up. Yet you threw our relationship away over it. So what I'm hearing is I mean less than nothing to you. Only once is okay. Why is it happening every weekend? I'm just on Tinder to confirm that there's nothing better out there. It helps me appreciate you more. Goodness gracious. Is this person still alive? Fuck. The audacity. My previous partner told me that he cheated because he insisted that he thought I was going to break up with him anyways, so he started seeing other women. I believe this was just another one of his manipulation tactics to put the blame on me for his actions. To this day I cannot fathom the mental gymnastics he had to do to justify his decisions. Lol. I wonder if he's familiar with the term self-fulfilling prophecy? Lol, he is now. My last BF said he cheated because he thought I had already cheated. I did not cheat on him. He felt like an ass face when he realized I didn't. He low-key still thinks I did /view 200D. Projection. After reading the rest of the entries, mine doesn't even look that bad, babe, you are overreacting. Like she does not matter. Must have been a novice. Clearly hasn't unlocked the more advanced spells yet. I heard at level 70 you unlock it's not cheating if it's family. Sometimes you've gotta cheat to stay faithful. A D has no conscience. My late brother-in-law used that one. I used to think yeah, but the D it's attached to is supposed to apostrophe. He is right. A D like him has no conscience. He will end up alone and confused as to why. Real people have a conscience and memory. College roommate would cheat on his girlfriend a few times a semester, then feel awful about it and realize how much he loved his girlfriend. He started to rationalize that you need to cheat to stay faithful. Apostrophe. Weird how often I have heard this from people. I had one cheat because he said my breasts were too big and another cheated because they were too small. Can't win. Gotta find one who says they are just right. I have. Back few years ago, at around 4 AM, I was with my GFS and was joining my BF in a club. We had been together for about 6 months. He was there already, and when I saw him, he was kissing a girl. I watched him for like 15 minutes, and I went to see him. He told me something I will never forget. It's not my fault. She was supposed to leave 1 hour ago. Obviously I left him on the spot. An ex of mine back when I was 19 said I kind of maybe sort of got raped. Turns out she just cheated on me, and a partner of a friend of hers threatened to tell me, so she decided to feed me this bullshit first. Oh man, that's the worst I've read on this thread. Lying about being R-word, it is the most disgustingly vile thing to do on multiple levels. That really grinds my gears. I was bored. Our baby was 8 weeks old. Hoping that's an ex. My ex-brother-in-law cheated on my sister while she had cancer and was in the hospital. Said he wasn't getting enough attention. Someone posted on here about an acquaintance with breast cancer who didn't get a mastectomy and chemo because her husband said he would leave her if she lost her hair and breasts. She died a few months later and the guy got engaged to someone else soon after. I mentioned this story to my dad, who is an oncologist, and said I sincerely hope it's not true. He said the same thing happened with one of my patients. She told me her husband was threatening to leave her if she lost her hair and breasts, so she decided to pursue alternative medicine. Nothing I said convinced her. I asked to talk to her husband, but he refused to set foot in the office. She showed up 6 months later, very frail, seeking treatment. Her husband had left her, and she said she had nothing to lose. I did what I could, but it was too far gone at that point and she passed away not too long after. Dude, when I tell you it broke my heart and left me feeling more than a little homicidal. We were having a great time hanging out, and she brought me Skittles. So F the rainbow? Okay, that was good. This is normal in relationships. It's just something you have to deal with. No, it's not. You work too much, she said, while also greatly benefiting from said work. She lived a super easy life while I paid all the bills. I'm out freezing my off 70 hours a week in the oil field trying to build a good life for her, and she spins that around and fucks some other guy in our bed in an apartment I'm fully paying for because you're gone all the time. So I got bored. That FS is downright despicable. A friend of mine. My wife cheated on me, so I figure I can cheat on her until I feel that we are even. Apostrophe. They're perfect for each other. You were never around. The F does that mean? I worked mornings and you worked nights. So you F'd your managers because we had conflicting schedules? They paid attention to me. Yeah. Because word got out you like to F other guys. I care about him a lot. And you were going out of town. He and I just click. A secret 2-3 month relationship with her coworker. She's so obsessed with him, she throws it in my face when we argue about the divorce we are seeking. I wonder how long before he gets bored of her when he has to deal with her full time. Also the fact that he is dating a cheater. Just a matter of time before she finds another guy that she clicks with. Guy said someone accidentally gave him a blowjob. I mean it's possible. One time I was with my wife behind a window sucking her D when suddenly I remembered my wife don't have a D. So I looked up and I was like, oh this isn't my wife, this is Steve. Well that's certainly a common mistake.